in-house restaurant group. But reporter Melanie Pineda, her favorite foods are chocolate and pizza. So we're joining her at a pizzeria in Gastown that's causing quite a buzz on the foodie scene. And no, it's not for its chocolate pizza.
Food is not just about nourishment, but pure enjoyment. Well, at least for me it is. I've eaten some of the best stuff around the world, and there's nothing I love more than pizza. And I didn't have to go far to find some of the best. Nicli Antica is right here in Vancouver.
What you can expect is to take a bite and be instantly transported to Italy in your mind.
Nicli opened its doors in early 2011.
Thanks very much, Brianna.
And customers agree this is the best pizza in the city.
I'm gonna eat it all.
I've never had a pizza that is this flavorful, ever, anywhere in the world.
This is a pizza that comes to you whole as it would come to you in Italy. I wanted to open a pizzeria because I really couldn't find one that met what I really wanted in a pizza here in Vancouver. For me, I decided to go against cutting the pizza, pre-cutting the pizza. That's fast food.
In fact, they are the first certified Vera Pizza Napolitana pizzeria in Vancouver.
Our oven, for one, we use a wood-fired oven. We use the correct ingredients, 00 flour from Italy. We use Sarmazzano tomatoes, also from Italy.
Pizza is topped with gourmet fresh ingredients and put into a 900-degree wood-burning oven for only 90 seconds.
This is the most popular pizza oven in Naples. It's not one that's imported into Canada very often, or North America, so I had to import it directly.
Oh yeah.
Because the pizza is cooked at such a high temperature, it's recommended you eat it here. No takeout allowed.
If people were to take it home, it would suffer greatly. You know, after 30 minutes, this pizza doesn't taste as fantastic as it can directly out of the oven. The cheese melts very nicely.
You should be jealous. This is really good.
In Vancouver, I'm Melanie Pineda for The Express.
It took Bill 3 months to get that wood-burning oven from Naples, but both he and Melanie say it was worth it. Now up next, our own video journalist extraordinaire, Chung, shares with us one of his favorite foods, one he's been eating almost every day since he was a kid.
Dim sum is all about variety, and with crispy pastries, savory dumplings, and sizzling stir-fry all flying out of the kitchen, it's not hard to find something your taste buds will enjoy.
It's about like the tiny little dishes that we can enjoy, like a variety of different things from seafood to meat dishes and all the desserts.
Here at Top Gun Restaurant, they've got all the favorites like steamed siu mai or pork dumplings and the classic shrimp chun fan.
There's a shrimp wrap around with rice noodle. They're really simple.
There are newer creations as well, like pastries filled with durian. Hold your nose.
They will say stink. It is stink, right? It's funny thing is that people who even people who don't like the smell, but as soon as they start eating them, they love it.
Dim sum is a southern Chinese tradition dating back to the 3rd century. Family members would gather over a pot of tea and some snacks, but soon those snacks developed into a feast of tiny delicacies, and a weekend institution was born.
That bring friends and relatives together, whether visiting us or whether we meeting at places outside our home. So you always go to the restaurant to celebrate or meeting places. You know, that's what dim sum is all about.
Along with the tradition is etiquette, starting with the pouring of tea.
I tap on the table a couple of times, just make a little expression saying that thank you.
Rule number 2, no picking around for the biggest piece.
And you always get the portion right in front of you. You can't pick and choose, like, you know, on the other side of that plate. Very good, yeah.
Like the food, they're traditions passed down and held close to the heart. After all, dim sum literally translates as to touch one's heart. As a Chinese person, if dim sum went away, I would lose a part of my identity. And that's why dim sum is my favorite food too. I'm Tim Chung in Richmond for The Express.
In Chinese, the activity of eating dim sum is called yum cha, which literally translates as drink tea, which is why you will never see coffee being served at dim sum restaurants. Oh, I never knew that till Tim told me. You're watching The Express and we have more foodie favorites coming up. After the break,
well, I've had most things on the menu, but I do have a few favorites.
Feastro The Rolling Bistro.
The response has been phenomenal.
On my way around it, make sure it doesn't stick.
European Breads Bakery. The Express. We are your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
Makeup services for Shaw TV, provided by Beauty Mark.
As a Canadian, have you ever thought about how trees affect our lives? Trees work for all of us every day, in our neighborhoods, parks, schoolyards, and wilderness areas. They clean the air we breathe and help conserve the water we drink. They also provide habitat for wildlife. Trees add beauty and value to the urban and wilderness landscapes, and they provide us with many essential wood products. September 21st is National Tree Day. Let's celebrate this rich Canadian heritage.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
Hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by The Lounge Hair Studio, loungehairstudio.com.
Welcome back to The Express at Pink Elephant Thai in Vancouver, celebrating 25 years on the restaurant scene for the Thai House Group. Amazing, isn't it? But something that's fairly new to our Vancouver foodie scene, the food truck craze. And one of the ones that's rising to the top happens to be reporter Kendall Harris's favorite, Feastro The Rolling Bistro.
Oh, that looks beautiful. Thank you, wonderful.
Feastro The Rolling Bistro produces fresh, restaurant-quality fare that you wouldn't expect from a food truck.
I'm wondering about the sockeye salmon.
Oh, we make everything a la minute, so everything is done as soon as you order it. We make it. Nothing is sitting. It's raw ingredients cooked fresh.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Right now we have Fanny Bay oysters that are panko breaded. They're poached first. We've got a albacore tuna carpaccio. We're running Salt Spring mussels, which is shiitake mushroom cream sauce with sweet potato fries. The menu varies depending on what's available, fresh and local.
Well, I've had most things on the menu, but I do have a few favorites.
The response has been phenomenal. Street food in general is extremely popular right now across the world. It's taken off dramatically in Vancouver.
I'm a big fan of food trucks in general, but I have to say that Feastro is my all-time favorite. There's an extensive menu and an ever-changing daily fresh sheet, so there's tons to choose from. Bonsai prawns are one of my favorite dishes, and I'm not the only fan of this food truck.
I had the Fanny Bay oysters, and they were fantastic. Fanny Bay is a local place just on Vancouver Island. They were so fresh and delicious, and the sauce was impeccable. It is beautiful food, absolutely worth coming for.
Came here today because I heard all about it. My son came down the other day with his kids, and they all raved about Feastro.
One halibut, one prawn and prosciutto, one tuna carpaccio, one ceviche.
Forget it. Okay.
The most rewarding part is literally just the teamwork that we've built, the little core team of people we've got, and then beyond that, it's just the customer base that we've developed. So yeah, it's very rewarding.
Tuna carpaccio. I'm gonna get that next time.
In Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
Feastro is open daily and parked at the bottom of Thurlow Street in Vancouver, which happens to be right next door to the Shaw Tower. So I admit it's one of my favorite lunch hops spots too. And a cool thing is all their deep fried stuff is made with a chickpea batter, so it's gluten-free. Unlike our next foodie favorite, our newest reporter, Peter Verge, is self-admittedly crepe crazy, and he's looking for the secret to the perfect crepe.
European Bread's bakery makes dozens of types of pastries, baked goods, and breads, and now they've added organic crepes to their roster.
That's actually a thing I've been eating in Russia since my childhood, because we had a tradition. My grandma, she was baking crepes every Sunday, and then my mom picked up this tradition. We were having crepes every Sunday for the breakfast, and yeah, that's my passion for the crepes now.
My love for crepes started when I was traveling through Europe 7 years ago. I had my first crepe when I visited Paris, and sure, I look a little bit different now, but my love of crepes has never left me, and now it's time to learn how to make them.
What exactly do we need, and what's the process?
First, we need a cook. That's my cook, Diana. Eggs,
okay,
sugar, a little bit of salt, water, milk, white flour, and some oil. Now we're gonna go back in the front, and I'll show you how to fry them. First, we have to put some oil on the fry pan so the butter won't stick.
Okay.
Just one scoop. It's about 4 ounces.
4 ounces, okay.
Work all the way around, make nice and smooth crepe. All my way around it, make sure it doesn't stick.
Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Flipping. Nice, very nice.
Around it.
So it's almost got the same color and consistency of a pancake.
Now it's time to pick my ingredients, and whether you want savory or sweet, they've got everything from tuna all the way to berries. But I'm going with my personal favorite, Nutella and banana. Now we put it on the plate, make it a little bit sweeter, and don't forget that whipped cream.
So, all right, now it's your turn.
All right, let's see if I can keep up with you.
Now the pressure is on, but I'm feeling confident. Stay focused, Peter. You can do this. Start with a little bit of oil. Then a few ounces of batter in the middle, not too much. Spread it around in a circular motion. Careful on those edges. Don't rip it. Don't let it stick. Don't let it burn. Okay, here we go. Now, the big flip. I can do it. I know I can.
Here we go.
Oh,
I've got it. The rest is a cakewalk, or should I say a crepe walk?
There we go. My first crepe.
Perfect.
How'd I do?
Excellent. You hired.
Remember how old you were when you made your first crepe?
6, 7 years old, probably. Yeah, with my grandma.
Well, that was an amazing crepe here at European Bread's Crepe Cafe. And I think I'm just going to finish it off here. I'm Peter Verge in Vancouver for The Express. Delicious.
The European Bread's bakery makes a lot more than crepes, but those are Peter's favorite. When he came back from that shoot, he had the Nutella Banana Sweet Sweats. You're watching The Express, and this is our favorite food special. So, of course, we're shining our Express spotlight on local foodie events. Learn from the famous Japanese chef Tojo as he teaches once a month at Nicli Place. His classes include demos, talks, and tastings. Combine your love of food, wine, and great company while supporting the Arts Club Theatre. Renowned Vancouver chefs share the secrets to some of their culinary masterpieces. Enjoy Japanese vegetables, foods, and baked goods at the Nicli Fall Harvest Festival. There'll be demos of the Center's weekly programs, guided tours, kids' activities, and more. And that's it for today's Express from the Thai House Restaurant Group's 25th anniversary. Congratulations once again to them, and thanks to you for watching. I'm Johanna Ward, and we'll see you next time.